The white room, pure in its natural state, but suddenly it is splattered with blood, which makes the white room blemish. All of you have heard of the novel The Great Gatsby. However, no one has ever said that Daisy Buchanan was a real life person. After Daisy and Tom left East Egg, Tom fell into a depression, and Daisy met Ernest Hemingway. Daisy learned her lesson from Jay Gatsby and decided not to have an affair with Hemingway. Instead, Tom entered a mental institution. Daisy divorced Tom and married Ernest Hemingway in Chicago. Hemingway was struggling with his writing and looking for inspiration, so they decided to move to the South.
Daisy, I believe we need a change of scenery.
Ernest, we already have a nice house here in Chicago. Why should we move to the South?
Don't think about it as an ending. Think about it as a beginning. I believe that the city is getting overpopulated, and I have not written anything in a long time.
Well, what's the difference between Chicago and the South? There are a lot of interesting characters to write about. I really don't want to move.
Oh, come on, Daisy. You will love it in the South. It's a brand new beginning.
Ernest, you must be out of your mind. I don't know anyone that lives there. You're losing common sense.
Daisy, please. I promise you'll love it.
Oh, Ernest, isn't it lovely out here? It reminds me of my days in Louisville.
I was unaware that you grew up in Louisville. Why didn't you tell me?
Oh, it was a long time ago. I don't believe in living in the past. The present and the future are all that matter.
Daisy, you must be honest with me. I know your past marriage and affair was not smooth sailing, but in our relationship, I would ask for one thing, honesty.
I assure you, Ernest, I'll be honest in our marriage. Likewise, I wish for your honesty too. The house looks a bit outdated. I wonder if anyone still lives there.
Well, we shouldn't be rude. We should bring a housewarming gift and greet our new neighbors.
I'm not sure about that. I know social graces, but that house looks a bit on the eerie side.
Well, then it's settled. Shall we go meet our new neighbor?
It is a balmy spring day when Daisy and Ernest decide to bring over some of Daisy's famous lemon pie to visit their new next door neighbor. Although it is a beautiful day, something about the vast, looming Victorian house gave off a slightly strange air. Daisy and Ernest walk up the stairs to the new house, and Daisy knocks twice on the door. The door opens, and a butler wearing a tuxedo is standing in the doorway.
Good afternoon, sir and madam. Have you come to call on Miss Emily? I'm afraid I haven't seen either of you two before.
Good afternoon. Yes, we have come to pay a visit to our new neighbor. I am Ernest Hemingway. Perhaps you have heard of some of my works. And this is my lovely wife, Daisy. We have just moved here from Chicago and have brought over some delicious lemon pie.
How very nice of you. I shall call upon Miss Emily to see if she would like to visit with you. She usually doesn't accept calls, but lately having her art class, she has been more social. She's getting old, you see, and I have to warn you, she may be a bit grumpy, but don't take it too personally. Please come in.
Why, hello. So nice to meet you both. My name is Emily, and you are?
My name is Daisy Hemingway, and this is my husband Ernest. We have just moved here from Chicago, and we wanted to take this opportunity to meet our new neighbors. I brought over my famous lemon pie.
Oh, that is very nice of you. Please come in and have a seat at the dining room table. Why, hello. So nice to meet you both. My name is Emily, and you are?
My name is Daisy Hemingway, and this is my husband Ernest. We have just moved here from Chicago, and we wanted to take this opportunity to meet our new neighbors. I brought over my famous lemon pie.
Oh, that is very nice of you. Please come in and have a seat at the dining room table.
So please, tell me about yourselves. Mr. Hemingway, I have heard many things about your stories. Unfortunately, I have not read one myself, but I'm sure they're simply amazing.
Actually, Ernest has published...
Daisy, darling, I believe Emily was addressing me. Yes, Miss Emily, I am afraid old Chicago has run out of inspiration for me, so Daisy and I have decided to move here to the peace and quiet of the rural South so that I can make the best out of my newest ideas.
Why, that sounds invigorating. I've always wanted to be a writer, but unfortunately, I've just never been able to bring myself to start.
Excuse me, Emily, could you direct me to the powder room, please?
Why, yes, it's just upstairs to the left.
As Daisy walked into the master bedroom, a sight laid before Daisy's innocent eyes that nothing could have prepared her to see. There, lying in the bed, was the dead body of a man, rotted, decayed, and grayish in color. It appeared to have been there for quite some time. The right side of the bed appeared to be rumpled, as if someone had just woken up from a nap.
Ernest dear, I do believe it is time for us to go. I just remembered something that I left in the oven at home.
Oh, but Emily and I had just been in the middle of discussing my latest work.
I'm afraid it'll have to wait. Thank you, Miss Emily, for your time, and perhaps we will see you around town.
My goodness, Daisy. What in heaven's name was that all about? I was in the middle of a very lovely conversation.
Ernest, Emily has a dead body lying on her bed. I saw it when I accidentally went into her room while looking for the bathroom. I swear it's there. You must believe me.
That is absurd. A dead body? Was it a man or a woman? Daisy, darling, I think you should go lie down.
No, you have to believe me. I wouldn't make this up. A man was lying next to where she goes to sleep every night. It looks like it had been there for a while too.
That was strange.
Is everything all right? You seem a little troubled.
Oh, I'm fine. It's just, I think I saw Emily watching me gardening.
See, I told you she was creepy.
Now, Daisy, don't overreact.
I'm not overreacting. She's so strange.
Stop it. That is very rude. I know Emily might be a little strange, but it's not okay to frequently assault her like that.
Oh, you just don't understand. Please, just listen, please. Can you stay away from her? I feel like she's capable of murder.
Oh, jeez. Don't tell me you still think you saw a dead body in her bed.
I did, I swear. I'm absolutely positive I saw it. Why don't you believe me?
Because it is impossible to hide a dead body in your house.
But she's done it and is capable of doing it again.
You're insane!
You don't understand. She's creepy and I'll prove it.
Daisy wasn't sure what she was going to accomplish, but she hoped to find some evidence to prove that Emily was a murderer. After her conversation with Ernest, she had to, in order to prove that she wasn't crazy. Daisy spent the next 5 minutes angrily scrutinizing Emily's front lawn. When Daisy turned a corner to get to the back of the house, she bumped into Emily's butler.
Oh, it's just you. I thought you were. Never mind. I'll get going.
You thought I was Emily.
Yes.
I must get going.
Wait. I'm so sorry to intrude, but you seem to know Emily well. For lack of better words, is Emily normal?
Emily lived many years without leaving her house. Therefore, she doesn't converse with many people. She has some dark secrets. If I were you, I would keep my distance.
Daisy didn't know what to think. It was all much too strange to comprehend. The butler's words made her certain of only one thing. Emily was not a normal person. Daisy returned to her home, all the while plotting how she could expose Emily for the actual person she was trying to hide.
Daisy, as you know, I've been attempting to write my next work since we have moved here, and I recently have realized there is no need to continue searching because my inspiration has been in front of me all along.
That's so pleasing to hear, Ernest. What have you found?
Emily is my inspiration. She is the muse for my main character. You're right about her, Daisy. She is creepy, and her story is eerie, but that is what makes her unique and intriguing.
I don't know about this, Ernest. I'm still uneasy about her.
Darling, there is no need to worry. I will go over there and interview her right away, and it will be great. I must go see her now.
If you must, then you must.
Daisy is convinced that there is more to Emily than meets the eye. Daisy sees evil in her eyes and is scared for her husband who won't listen to her worries. Hemingway makes his way over to Emily's house and knocks on the door. Emily opens the door.
Emily, it's a pleasure to see you again. I have great news.
Trust me, the pleasure is all mine. Please come inside.
So, as you know, Emily, my wife and I have moved up to the south to best cater to my newest creations. I have come here to tell you that my search for inspirations is over.
What have you found?
You are my inspiration. You see, Emily, A work can be best judged by the quality and depth of the character, and you are the most unique I've ever met.
But why me?
Your personality makes you this way. I don't know, don't you know what I'm referring to?
I'm afraid I do not.
It is your eerie nature, your ghostly looks, and your creepy house. The way your eyes stare off into the eyes of others and makes you cringe. It's fascinating.
Get out.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. What was that?
Get out.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. What was that?
Get out!
Something very strange just happened.
What happened?
I told Emily the great news, and she barely said a word, and she told me to leave.
What do you mean?
She seemed angry after I told her about how she inspired me. I've never seen her look so stern. I didn't object or ask any questions.
Daisy was frightened by what had happened between her and Ernest and was determined to find a reason to give her husband that would prove that Emily was too dangerous to be trusted. During the afternoon that same day, she walked outside to the front of her house and noticed the butler walking towards Emily's front door, having just gotten back from somewhere. He was holding a brown paper bag in one hand. Daisy took this as her opportunity and approached the butler.
Hello, sir.
Oh, you startled me. How are you tonight, miss?
What's in the bag?
I don't believe this concerns you.
Tell me. I know it's nothing good.
It's just something Emily asked me to pick up.
You must tell me what it is.
It's poison.
Ernest, please don't go to Emily's house ever again.
Why do you say that, Daisy?
Because it's just not a good idea.
I'll get it. Hello?
Hello, Mr. Hemingway. It's Emily.
Oh, Emily, how are you?
I'm doing fine, thank you. I was just calling to invite you over for dinner tonight.
How kind of you. Of course I'll come. Daisy, darling, I got invited over to Emily's house for dinner. I think she's going to apologize. Do you want to come with me?
No, thank you. I don't want to go there.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Okay, well, I won't be long, honey. I'll leave as soon as I can.
Daisy gives no further explanation to Ernest, and that upsets him because he feels that Daisy is interrupting his work for no reason. Ernest believes that Emily is inviting him over to apologize for the previous night, but little does he know that this is not the reason at all.
Ernest, how lovely to see you.
You too, Emily.
Please come in. Let's sit down for dinner.
Back at home, Daisy starts to think about what happened the day before. She starts to worry about her husband. She keeps looking over at the house, wondering what is happening and if Ernest is okay. She decides to go over and check on him because she cannot stand the thought that something bad could be happening to him.
Hello, Daisy.
Where are Ernest and Emily?
In the kitchen. Why?
Daisy is about to run into the kitchen just in time to find Ernest about to take a sip of tea that Emily had prepared for them. By the smirk on Emily's face, Daisy knows that Emily has put something in his drink.
Ernest, stop!
Daisy, what's wrong?
Ernest, there was poison in that cup. This is why I've been telling you to not go over there, Emily, anymore. Emily wants you, and since you don't want her, she wants to kill you. When I went to the bathroom the other night in her house, I did find a dead body in a room upstairs. I've been trying to tell you that, but you won't believe me. I just don't want anything to happen to you.
Oh, Daisy, I feel terrible I didn't listen to you earlier. I love you very much. And thank you for saving me. I will never go back there again. And to be honest, I think we should move far away from her.
I agree.